this. And Adam, let's start with some big news in D.C.
Well, how about this, Laura? The Commanders and the District of Columbia agreed to build a stadium at the old RFK site. There are the new drawings of what will be as nice a stadium as there is in the National Football League. The Commanders will be returning to the site that the team played from 1961 to 1996, where it enjoyed its best success as a franchise. And when the Commanders get back to the RFK site, that'll be the ultimate sign that this franchise really is back from where it used to be. Meanwhile, we continue to await to see whether Kirk Cousins will or won't be in Atlanta. The issue for Cousins is most every team that had some type of quarterback need wound up with a quarterback this weekend. Cleveland, which really couldn't have afforded him, drafted 2 quarterbacks. Minnesota traded for Sam Howell. Pittsburgh's waiting for Aaron Rodgers. More and more, it looks like Cousins is destined to head to training camp with the Falcons while he awaits to see if a team needs him. Derek Carr today said his shoulder injury is real, despite what ESPN reported. Not sure what ESPN reported, but he didn't like it. And he obviously is facing an uncertain future with the New Orleans Saints right now. Both sides trying to figure it out. His future in New Orleans is at best murky right now. Everybody waiting for some answers to Derek Carr's injured shoulder.
Really fast, Adam, what did ESPN report? Do we know? Because it wasn't you, right? About Derek Carr?
I don't know what he's talking about. No, okay. I'm not sure. I don't know.
I didn't either. So I just wanted to clarify that. Thank you. We'll be back with you in moments. Let's continue in New Orleans, okay? They did draft Louisville quarterback Tyler Shuck, of course, as we see him on here. Tyler Shuck, of course, being one of the earlier quarterbacks taken. His dog actually stole the show. Watch this. There he goes. Oh yeah.
Murphy.
So cute.
Good girl.
She's so cute. Either way, we see him as one of the older quarterbacks that we've seen in a while, but I don't think people care about that as much anymore. Field, how did Shuck end up landing in New Orleans?
Well, Laura, ESPN did report during the pre-draft process that the Saints were interested in both Tyler Shuck and also Jackson Dart. Those are the 2 top quarterback targets they had outside of the Cam Ward realm. And so I think that the momentum for Tyler Shuck really picked up a new level of steam once he was down at the Senior Bowl and teams got a chance to see him up close and personal. And I'm talking about the highest level decision makers who don't really have a lot of time during the regular season to travel around the college landscape and see a lot of these guys up close. He's an impressive processor. He has very good arm talent. He is a very good athlete as well. You'll see this flip in for the touchdown scramble right there by Tyler Shuck. But obviously the Giants making their move up from pick 34 to 25 was an indication that at least one other team was contemplating making a move up to land Jackson Dart at the end of round 1. Whether the Giants believe that to be the New Orleans Saints or the Cleveland Browns, it's clear that there were multiple teams that were in on these quarterbacks at that end of round 1, beginning of round 2 time frame, and Shuck now lands in New Orleans.
I think the question mark around Shuck now is he going to be ready to play right away, not knowing what Derek Carr's injury status is with his shoulder. There may be a ton on him. First-year head coach Kellen Moore now has a rookie quarterback coming in. You said it, Field, the arm talent, his size, the athleticism. Can he pick up this offense? This is a guy that played in three different systems at 3 different schools while being in college. So you know he can make it through adversity with the injuries that he was forced to come back from. I think that's the part you like. His age as well. He's going to be a mature guy that walks in. There's a guy that's used to being a leader and knows how to fight back. So for New Orleans Saints and for Kellen Moore, you feel excited because with multiple quarterbacks still on the board, you were able to land the guy that you wanted. Now, how much can you get him ready to play right away?
He was impressive. We had Tyler Shuck on NFL Live, and we were having him break down some of his own film, and we were like, man, if you talk to Sean McVay, I mean, either way, there's plenty of NFL coaches. As you see, the Saints will have a chance to work with him. All right, another quarterback drafted, Jalen Milroe, the Alabama quarterback. Now, he was taken by the Seahawks. Of course, they already have Sam Darnold there. There's Milroe reacting. Such a cool moment for him and his parents. His parents mean so much to him. He comes from a military background. And just, there's Nick Saban, too, on the screen, by the way. That was pretty cool, Field. You were up there for that. Really special to see Milroe taken. Obviously, he had it going on. Mel Kiper Jr. joining us now. Mel, we've got so much more on your draft grades coming up in just a little bit, but you gave the Seahawks draft an A. What did you think of Milroe landing in Seattle?
It's a good spot. I think when you look at what he can do running with the football, he's outstanding. He toys with defenders when he has the ball in his hands. He has granite, 6'2", 217 pounds. And runs into 4.3s, and he runs like a big power back with speed. And like I said, the defenders, forget it. You don't like to take the right angles. If you want to take him on, he can run you over. He can run by you, through you, around you. So as a runner, there's got to be packages for him. And Mike McDonald was with Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. Lamar Jackson certainly, I think, you have some of that with Jalen in terms of the inaccuracy coming in. You know, Jalen Milroe had a higher completion percentage than Lamar did. So you think about what Jalen Milroe needs to do. 10 touchdowns, 1 pick the first 4 games. 6 touchdowns, 10 picks the rest of the way. 2 of those touchdowns, by the way, were against Mercer, so it was really 4 and 10. So it was a different ball. It was Jalen, then it was Milroe, basically. The first 4 games, you're looking at Jalen, and then Milroe came along. So what you got to do is blend them together, find that happy medium, and figure out why his accuracy, why he didn't see the field like he did against Georgia in those early games. Because, again, he looked like a top 10 pick. They looked like a late-rounder free agent. So the middle ground is great runner, fix the accuracy issue, and maybe you have something special with Jalen Milroe.
I really love this as a landing spot for Milroe. You know, I see him a lot in the same way that Mel does in terms of the upside, the athleticism. He's got an unbelievably strong arm, but he needed time. And in Seattle, he will not be expected to start right away. However, this is not a team with a long-term commitment to their quarterback. That Sam Darnold contract is not something going on for years and years and years. So there will be an opportunity for him to compete, I believe, after this season. I also think he'll see the field. Talk about the coaching staff. Their offensive coordinator is Clint Kubiak, who comes from New Orleans, and they had Taysom Hill. Some ways, year one, I think he could be almost like a turbocharged version of Taysom Hill. So, you know, for the Seahawks, 3rd-round pick on this player, given his upside, I think was totally worth it. Really like this for both the team and the player.
I love that, a turbocharged version of Taysom Hill. I think that'll get Mel's stamp of approval as well. A lot more coming from Mel later on, and Mina, of course. And coming up next.
Xin chào tất cả các bạn đã quay trở lại kênh YouTube của mình. Mình hiện làm người làm video sáng tạo nội dung trên nền tảng YouTube nha các bạn. Mình sẽ sáng tạo những video hướng dẫn cắt dán cho các bạn này. Đây là những sản phẩm của mình đã cắt dán rất nhiều những sản phẩm của mình đây này. Mình sẽ giới thiệu cho các bạn cách mình tạo ra video, những video viral của mình nha. Đấy. Để tạo được những video đẹp hay chất lượng cho các bạn xem thì mình sẽ cần những dụng cụ như sau. Mình sẽ giới thiệu cho các bạn biết nha. Đây là giấy thủ công màu các bạn ạ. Rất nhiều màu sắc này. Đấy. Nó có giấy màu vàng này, giấy màu xanh này, đây là màu xanh da trời nha các bạn này. Còn đây là giấy màu đỏ. Đấy. Còn đây giấy màu cam này các bạn này, màu cam, giấy màu vàng này. Đấy, giấy màu vàng. Và để tạo ra được những sản phẩm tuyệt vời như thế này. Đấy, những sản phẩm mình đang cầm trên tay là sản phẩm đẹp của mình. Đấy. Rất nhiều sản phẩm này. Đấy. Thì mình sẽ cần những dụng cụ tiếp theo sẽ là kéo để cắt này, kéo cắt, bút dạ là để vẽ và định hình, tô thêm những sắc màu đẹp cho sản phẩm.